Dun 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 dun. Don't need no hate. Hey y'all, what's going on? This is your girl Miss Sasha, and I am here to read to you all. And I have a nonprofit organization, and the name of that nonprofit organization is ABC Read. ABC Read, our mission is to develop and nurture a culture of literacy in Black and underserved communities, y'all. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, that song, that infamous song by Mary J. Blige, Don't Need No Hateration, that came up in my mind, in my spirit, because Henry Jr., y'all, this is what he was doing to this brother here, JD, in this book, JD and the Great Barber Battle, written by J. Dillard, illustrated by Akeem S. Roberts. And I'm already halfway through the book. And Henry Jr., the owner of Heart and Son, part owner rather, his dad is partners with him as well. He's salty because JD is putting it down in Meridian, Mississippi on that hair game, okay? He bad with them clippers. He called himself gonna show up at JD's house, talking about he gonna call the health department. I hope he changed his tune, because I ain't feeling no grown man being like that with a 9-year-old kid. Let's see what's up in chapter 12. Henry Jr. makes good on his threat. I went about the rest of my week as usual. School, football practice, and church. There was no sign of Henry Jr. anywhere. No one lurking in the bushes. No strange people at the football field or standing outside my house. On Saturday morning, I was prepping for Xavier as Justin played with his Lightning McQueen toy from the movie Cars. Xavier's still right beside my workstation. This week, he wanted an edge up with a small fro like Steph Curry, and I was ready to try it. I grew my hair out for 2 weeks, just like you said, he told me as he sat in my chair. I grabbed my clippers. Man, I wish I had caught the winning touchdown last week instead of Jessica, Xavier said. It's not fair. Why is Jessica on our team anyway? She's the only girl. Xavier loves to win, and I can tell this had been bothering him. She's good, Xavier. She's been in sports from the time she could walk, I think. Plus, her dad played football in college, and they practiced catching the ball and running routes all the time. Xavier sat quietly, looking at the mirror like he was thinking. I knew what it felt like to want to be the best at something, and I bet Jessica knew too. They should just talk. Before I could suggest it or even finish Xavier's cut, I heard someone pounding at the door. It sounded like Jordan. He's big enough to knock that loudly. Plus, he always likes to be first. Boom, boom, boom. I peered out the door. The person outside was not Jordan. It was a man in a button-down, short-sleeved shirt, church pants, and church shoes. He was carrying a clipboard. Is this the house of Mr. and Mrs. Slayton Evans? Who wants to know? I asked. Well, I need to speak to an adult young man, he said. He handed me a business card that read, Robert Victor, County Health Inspector, Meridian Lauderdale County Health Department. I was told an unlicensed barber shop was operating out of this home, he continued. Well, my grandparents aren't here, I said. It was true. Granddad was visiting burial insurance clients, and Saturday was a busy day for Grandma's ceramics classes. That's when most people could go. Mom had gone shopping with Vanessa. My family trusted me enough to leave me alone for an hour or two. Mr. Victor pushed past me, and I tried to block him. It didn't work. He just barged right in. I was busted. I'm going to need all you little fellas to get home to your parents right now, Mr. Victor said to Xavier and Justin. I guess he thought Justin was another one of my clients. Can you wait for JD to finish my edge up? I'll look terrible if I walk out like this, Xavier said. Mr. Victor let out a smug little laugh. His belly jiggled over his belt buckle. No, son, he replied. You have to leave now. I suggest you get your hairline finished at the real barber shop in town, Heart and Son. They have a license. That stung. I might not have a license, but my skills were way better than Henry Jr.'s. Mr. Victor explained that this was a warning. If he came by again and my business was open, he talked to my grandparents and I'd be in real trouble. When he was done with his lecture, he spun around on his shiny black shoes and marched out the door. Henry Jr. had gone through with his threat. I had to figure out how to get him back and stop him from destroying my life. Ain't that a trip? Look at this, y'all. Really? Really? Grown man Henry Jr. gonna call the authorities on a little kid. You see why I was humming that song? That's all right, though. See, he trying to, he messing with the wrong family. Because I know JD and his family, they going to have something. Because that right there, that ain't cool. That's not right. All right, y'all. Hope you all enjoyed that chapter. And hopefully JD will be able to come out of this, whatever this is, that Henry Jr. is called.